Hi, second graders. Today's lesson is lesson 9.7. Today's lesson objective: children use expand and trade subtraction to subtract multi-digit numbers. The vocabulary for today's lesson: expand and trade subtraction. This means that we're going to put the numbers in expanded form to help make our subtracting easier. Please take out a blank sheet of paper and a pencil for today's mental math and fluency. I'm going to move through these slides pretty quickly for mental math. Please feel free to pause the video and use the number grid if you need it. Let's get started. 20 minus 10 equals, the answer is 10. 50 minus 20 equals, the answer is 30. 60 minus 40 equals, the answer is 20. 70 minus 20 equals, the answer is 50. 65 minus 10 equals, the answer is 55. 81 minus 30 equals, the answer is 51. Great job so far. 75 minus 25 equals, the answer is 50. 82 minus 42 equals, the answer is 40. And finally, 91 minus 41 equals, the answer is 50. Awesome work with today's mental math and fluency. Today's math message: make a ballpark estimate for 93 minus 68 equals, then solve using base 10 blocks. Please pause the video now. My ballpark estimate for 93 minus 68 equals would be 90 minus 70 equals 20. Now let's solve using base 10 blocks. I made my 93, now I'm going to subtract 68. First, I'm going to take away 6 longs, or 6 tens, for my 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm left with 3 longs. Now I need to take away 8, but there aren't 8 cubes. I'm going to exchange so that I can take away my 8. I exchange 1 long for 10 cubes. Now I'm going to subtract 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm left with 2 longs and 5 cubes, which is equal to 25. 93 minus 68 equals 25. Great job! Expand and trade subtraction practice. Open to page 234 and 235 in your math journal. Expand and trade subtraction practice number 1. Our example is 45 minus 27. The sample ballpark estimate would be 45 minus 20 equals 25. Now let's solve. We need to use expanded form to make our subtracting easier. So 45 is equal to 40 plus 5, and 27 is equal to 20 plus 7. We can't subtract 7 from 5, so we need to trade. We're going to move 10 from our 40 and make 15 in the ones place. That leaves us with 30 in the tens place here. Now we can subtract. 15 minus 7 equals 8, and 30 minus 20 equals 10. We need to add these numbers together to get our answer. So 10 plus 8 equals 18. Therefore, 45 minus 27 equals 18. Now it's your turn. 31 minus 17. Please pause the video now. My ballpark estimate for 31 minus 17 is 30 minus 20 equals 10, although yours may be different. 31 is equal to 30 plus 1, and 17 is equal to 10 plus 7. I can't subtract 7 from 1, so I need to borrow 10 from 30 and move it to the ones place, which makes 11. I'm left with 20 in my tens place. Now I can subtract. 11 minus 7 equals 4, and 20 minus 10 equals 10. 10 plus 4 equals 14. Therefore, 31 minus 17 equals 14. Let's try the next one. 72 minus 49 equals. Please pause the video now. My ballpark estimate for 72 minus 49 would be 70 minus 50 equals 20. Now let's solve. 72 is equal to 70 plus 2, and 49 is equal to 40 plus 9. Before I can subtract 9 from 2, I need to borrow 10 from 70 and move it to the ones place, which makes 12. Now I'm left with 60 in my tens place. Now I can subtract. 12 minus 9 equals 3. 60 minus 40 equals 20. 20 plus 3 equals 23. Therefore, 72 minus 49 equals 23. Great job so far. I know this can be a tricky topic. Let's try the last one. 126 minus 48. Keep in mind this is a bit challenging, so just try your best. Please pause the video now. My ballpark estimate for 126 minus 48 would be 130 minus 50 equals 80. 126 in expanded form is 100 plus 20 plus 6, and 48 is 40 plus 8. I make sure that I line up my places so that it makes my subtracting easier. Before I can subtract 8 from 6, I need to borrow from my tens. And when I look there, I notice that I cannot subtract 40 from 20. So I'm going to move my 100 to my tens place to make 120 when I combine it with the 20 that was there. Now I can borrow 10 from 120 and move it to the ones place. That makes 16. When I subtract 10 from 120, I'm left with 110. Now I can subtract. 16 minus 8 equals 8, and 120 minus 40 equals 70. 70 plus 8 equals 78. Therefore, 126 minus 48 equals 78. Awesome job. Check your answers. Today's home links page is on page 209. Use expand and trade subtraction to solve. Use a ballpark estimate to check your answer. Number 1, 55 minus 37 equals. Number 2, 81 minus 28 equals. Today's math journal pages were on page 234 and 235. We completed these pages together. Today's math boxes are on page 236. Number 1, divide the circle into 4 equal parts. Use words to name one part. Then use words to name all the parts. Number 2, how many children in all like whales or manatees best? Number 3, what is the value of the digit 6 in each number? Number 4, write the number word for 840. Number 5, how many dots are there in all? Write a number model for the array. And number 6, Rosita and 3 friends equally shared an orange. How much does each child get? Select the correct answer. Check your work from lesson 9.6. I know today's lesson was tough, but you did a great job. We'll be reviewing the expand and trade subtraction skill in our next lesson. Awesome job today.